There is no way. The healed version of you will not accept the nonsense of your past. There is no way the healed version of you will want the things that your broken self wanted. I embodied this now, like I felt it to the core of my being. When you start dating, date a man who is submitted to an authority. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy you guys are back. I am so thankful that we get to do yet another video about feminine energy, the women that God made us to be. Okay, so if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. So today I'm going to talk about how to reinvent yourself as a feminine single person or a single mother. If you've gone through the things of life, if you've gone through the troubles of life, these are some of the things that on this channel we talk about personal development. We talk about how to grow your money, how to grow your business, how to grow yourself, how to reinvent yourself to be the best version of yourself in all spheres of life. So if you're talking about reinvent yourself in terms of money, reinvent yourself in terms of relationship, in terms of business, okay? So here we are all about growth. So you know what I learned, what I came to understand is that one of the biggest issue, or one of the things that really annoys me, I don't know if it annoys you guys, one of the things that really annoys me is this notion of, if you're a single mother or you're a single person, you're just like a low hanging fruit. I hear this term all the time, and I'm wondering who is low hanging fruit? Who is? There are things that we have gone through, and there are lessons that we have learned, and it's just right that we reinvent ourselves to be better people. It doesn't matter which mistakes you've done in the past. What have you done in your dating world, or what have you done in your divorce or marriage or whatever? I think God has really given us another opportunity for us to be better, to reinvent ourselves so that we become better versions of ourselves. If we want to become the better version of ourselves, there are things that we must work on. I'm just gonna go right into the video and go with tip number 1. So if you want to reinvent yourself, you learn from your mistake, you forgive yourself, and then now you start working on becoming a better version of yourself. Because if you dwell on your mistakes and dwell on what you have done in the past, what you should have done, what you could have done, I think you're just gonna be beating yourself for no apparent reason. So you learn from your mistake, you let go of those mistakes, and then now you start working on the version 2.0. Number 1, I feel one of the way that you can reinvent yourself is by spend your time wisely. Okay, so come up with a time management. How are you going to manage your time? If you have kids going to school, or if you have kids in the house, we are coming out of this situation not looking all confused. Okay, so if you have kids going to school, try to create time so that you know when your kids are going to school, when you're going to be home, what are you going to be doing. Okay, so create a time management in such a way that you're productive. You're not just you don't have an agenda, so you wake up, you waste the whole day probably not doing anything of importance. So come up with a time management in a way that you become so productive, so that you also are able to squeeze time for yourself, time to relax, time to read, time to probably watch a podcast that is going to make you a better person, time to read the word of God. Because what I've come to realize is, especially if you're coming from a very bad situation, there's a possibility for you to just let everything go. Like you don't care what time you wake up, you don't care what time you go to sleep, you really don't care about life anymore. Okay, what will be your morning routine? Okay, what are you going to be doing in the morning? What are you going to be doing in the afternoon? What are you going to be doing when the kids go to sleep? Okay, and another important thing is, when you come up with a time management schedule, even you know what time your kids need to be sleeping. Okay, so if they're coming from school, just make sure the dinner is ready and then the kids are asleep by 8, so that by the time you're going to sleep, you've really taken time to pour into yourself. Make sure you accomplish at least one of those things that you've wanted to do. Like, for example, if you've always wanted to clear your wardrobe, that is the time. Create those small goals so that you're able to accomplish tasks small task over time. This also gives you confidence to just believe that whatever you set to do, you're going to accomplish it. I am telling you, the reason why I'm talking about this point is because I've come to realize getting into a bad space comes very easy. Coming out of that space can take you even a year or 2 years, okay? And why will you be why will you be wasting your time doing that? Number 2, assess which side you're on. Let me tell you guys. Oh, I will talk. Let me tell you. Take me as an example. If you want to take me as guinea pig or a study or whatever you feel like is the best word to put, do that. I am telling you, assess yourself. What side are you on? Are you on the desperate side? Are you on the you're not confident? Which are you needy? Where are you as a person, as you sit in that situation that you're in? Where are you? Okay, so you find in most cases, if you take time to assess yourself, you will find that you're in a place, you're in a situation where you're not happy about. Probably you don't have confidence. You feel like your self-worth has gone down, your confidence has gone down. So this is a time for you to really see, I'm in this situation, I'm a single mother, I'm a single person, but in which class of women do I belong? Am I a confident woman? Am I a very, I don't have confidence, I don't have self-esteem? Am I a desperate woman? Am I a needy woman? Which category are you going to place yourself, okay? So take this time to understand. Let me tell you, the best thing that you can do, the best thing that you can ever do for yourself is to just understand where are you as a person? What makes you do these things? What makes you make this decision the way you make this decision when it comes to relationship, because how you do one thing is how you're going to do the rest of the things. You know, people tend to think, oh, I have a problem when I'm choosing my partners, but I don't have a problem on this. No, I feel it will somehow just seep itself into other areas that you didn't even think they can seep through. Okay, so understand, are you at, when it comes to confidence, are you at 10%? Are you at 50%? Are you at 80%? If you're not able to do these things, probably you have a very close person to you, a friend, a sister, a parent, that maybe you're close to your parent or your mom. You can ask these people, I feel I'm doing a self-assessment on myself and I want you to help me. When it comes to confidence, how will you rate me? Yeah, because sometimes we don't know how to rate ourselves. So ask people that care about you genuinely, or family, or a friend that cares for you genuinely and deeply. Where do you belong in this class? So if you self-doubt, if you're always self-doubting your decision, or you're not confident, they will let you know. They will tell you, we feel like in this area you can put more effort to become a better person. Okay, so that you start working on the places where you lack. You start working on the places. If it's confidence, you start working on your confidence. If it is worth, and I told you, your self-worth can only come from the maker, the person who created you. So if you're in a place where you don't feel like your self-worth has been dragged through this Nairobi, if you feel like your self-worth has really gone to the garbage, please plug yourself back to the person who created you, because he knows your self-worth. He created you because you're important. He created you because you actually deserve to be here. So if you lack in that area, plug yourself into your maker, into God, and try to ground your self-worth through God. Number 3, work on your financial stability. Okay, so let me tell you, all thing that you can do as a person is for you to be single, for you to be in a place where you're needy and you don't have financial stability. Put yourself in very compromising situations where you want people to help you. Yeah, you want people to assist you financially, and these people will either take advantage of you, which in most cases they will take advantage of you because financially you're lacking. Okay, so start working on your money making abilities, money making skills. In this channel I'm gonna talk about money. There's no way I'm going to leave this out of the equation. So work on how you're going to make money for you to cover your bills, okay, your expenses, your basic needs. Even if you're not going to thrive financially, but make sure you cover your four walls, okay, your need, your wants, you know, the your kids are not lacking, you are not lacking also, so that you stop working or moving from a place of desperation. And I told you guys, when people notice you're coming from a place of desperation, they can tell you, say, do anything they want to do, because they know there's nowhere you're going. You're here to stay. You're so desperate that you smell of desperation. So start working on your money making skills. Make sure you have at least your financial bag in order, okay, so that you take care of yourself, take care of your kids. If you're a single person who doesn't have kids, take care of yourself. Be able to fully cover yourself so that you don't come from a very desperate, needful place. Number 4, I want you to understand your childhood traumas, okay? So I came to realize we all act, move, say, do things because of how we grew up. We are who we are. The decisions that we make are more informed by how we grew up. It has traumatized you for so long that makes you move the way you move right now, okay? So if you want to reinvent yourself, you have to know which traumas are driving your life, okay? Are you dealing with abandonment issue, okay? Are you dealing with codependency issues? Are you dealing with the people pleasing issues? Are you dealing with father daddy's issue? Are you dealing with mommy issues? You have to do the work to understand, why do I do things in relationships the way I do? Can I stop acting the way I'm acting? Okay? Because let me tell you, 99%, and I'm not a psychologist to say this, 99%, personally, what I've come to realize, the issues that I had in relationship was because of the traumas, the childhood traumas that I encountered in my life, okay? So I was a people pleaser. I cannot say no. Who? Say no to who? Like, I will be here pleasing everybody. Codependency, you just wait for people to validate you. You can't do anything. That you have to seek external validation all the time. That people have to tell you you're doing okay, you're fine. And when people know that your needfulness is what is attached to them, they are going to use that, okay? So understand, is it that you abandoned as a child? Is it that your father left? Is it that your mother left? What is it about you that makes you cleave to relationship the way you do? Because when you do this, when you understand, and let me tell you one of the things that I learned, I self-abandoned myself for so long. I put everybody's needs above mine. I will die on the streets to make sure everybody else is fine, and then I put my needs, my wants, felt like everybody else was important more than how I was important. So I will always want to people please. I would want to people please. So when I got to that place where I understood, oh, so this is the reason why I can't say no. It's because I'm always trying to people please people. I'm always trying to seek validation. Then every time I find myself in such situation, I'm just like, you're going to people pleasing. Like, I see you're going to that side. So bring yourself back so that you're not always saying yes, 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 yes. So now I'm able to say, I don't think, let me, if I'm not able to say no, I can say, can you give me a day to think about what you've said, and then probably let's talk about this when we come back. Like, let me regroup myself, and then I will give you feedback. Because before, I will not even give an opportunity to say, give me time to think about this, then we can talk about it. It was just, you go straight away. Yes, I can't say no. Why will I say no? Okay? So understand your childhood traumas. What is it about you that is making you do these things? So that if you know you're a people pleaser, and you know you abandon yourself, and you know you have a mommy issue, if you cannot do this thing on your own, then that's why therapy come in. Please don't think investing in therapy is a waste of money. Because if you don't work on your childhood traumas, they are going to show up in your relationships. They're going to show up in your work. They're going to show up in your business. They're going to show up with your children. So you have to know what is it about you that you can work on. Are we looking for perfection? No. But imagine if you knew what was the problem with you. So that now the day, as every day you're trying to become a better person, you know, oh, I have anger issues. Why? Because I people please. Why? Because you know. So now every time you're not, even if you're not 100%, at least 90% of you is aware of what is going on with your life. Okay. 5, I want you to understand your power as a woman. I told you guys, you have to plug back to your maker. You have to sit in your power as a woman. You have to understand the creation of God around you. Like, you know, I can't believe, like, anyone will take for granted for being a woman. I know women go through so much. Women go through hardship as well as men. I cannot also say that men don't go through hardship, but I know, I'm saying women go through in most cases a lot of hardship. Okay, but when you understand that you're a woman, like, I don't know how to say it. When you understand how beautiful and how wonderfully and how like just God poured into you to make you this beautiful complex human being, because I feel like we are complex human being, you will, when you understand who you are, you start moving from a place of understanding that you are a woman. You cannot be anything else. Even the problems that come with womanhood, you embrace them. You embrace the challenges that comes with being a mother. You embrace, because you understand. It's not like now you don't feel like it's now a challenge that these problems comes. You're just like, yeah, because I'm a woman, those challenges will come to me. So you want the goodness of a woman, but you don't want the challenges that come with being a woman. So you have to get to a place where you embrace the whole womanhood. Being a mother means taking care of other human beings. Is it easy? No, it's not. But when you embrace the whole everything about being a woman, then you will not feel like being a mother is a burden, or being a woman is a burden in any way, because now you understand your full potential and you sit in your full potential and you bless the Lord every day that God made you a woman and not a man. As a woman, work on your communication, work on your gestures, work on your, I feel like those, like you have the power to communicate without having to communicate like a man. I don't know how to say it, like authoritarian. Like you can still communicate the same thing that you want to communicate without actually having to fight or shout, or you know, and before like you have to always come with this energy of fighting, and you have to, you're fighting your brothers, you're fighting your boss, you're fighting and then when I'm saying communication is some people, some women feel like they have to defend themselves against men. I don't know if it's just me, and this is just, I'm telling you, this is my personal opinion. Like they feel like every time a man approaches them, if it's their boss or their brother, they have to really come out in a masculine way, so that they feel like they can match up to. Once you embrace your womanhood, then I told you guys, you have to get to a place where you communicate and you understand your feminine quiet power, that you don't have to be here shouting and fighting men and having to defend yourself against men and having to defend conversation. Okay, so learn to even communicate without really saying anything. You know, you can do that. You can really communicate and say so many things without feeling like you need to open your mouth and say something. Someone can just look at your gesture and get the full, they can get a whole script of what you have said without even opening your mouth. When you start communicating as a woman, and from a feminine, beautiful woman, people just want to be around you. People want you to be in their circles. People want to invite you, because the energy that at which you come with is just so beautiful. So they want you to be in their spaces. They want you to attend their, you know, if they have anything, they're just like, make sure you call someone, because your energy says something. Your energy communicates love. Your energy communicates femininity. Energy communicates love and affection and warmth. Okay, because you want to get into a room and people, you want to get into a room and people feel loved without even hugging them or saying anything. You just feel like, I'm here, like I have showed up. So who wants some love? Learning to listen, learning to just, you know, sit and listen. and listen when you're present, not listen when something else is going at the back of your mind. Like, just sit down and listen. Allow people to communicate, allow people to, say what they need to say, so that people feel inclined to you. Because I feel I have found the most beautiful women that are so cold. Like, there is no way you can even come close to them. You want to, you look at them, they look so nice, they look beautiful, but there's a coldness, there's a wall around them. They dress up nicely, they look very nicely, but something is off. So we want to be warm, kind, affection human beings. You cannot compete with that dark energy, that dark masculine energy. I want you to sit and embrace communicating as a feminine woman. Start being playful. I want you to, let yourself go. Let yourself go. If you have to go dancing classes, go dancing classes. If you have to, and look for ways to unwind that are not serious, okay? Because I feel already a single mother or a single person, you have kids to take care of, you have work, you have, I don't know, you have ambitions, you're chasing money so that you can be able to secure your future. So you're always in a hurry, you're always uptight. Your shoulders can tell us that you're uptight. I want you to start being playful. Look for hobbies, things that you can do that make you, loosen yourself. If you find a group of friends that you can just go out and just have a nice laugh, let yourself loose. No, and I'm not saying, when I say let yourself loose, I'm not saying that you go irresponsibly, like you go drinking. I'm not saying, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just look for activities that allow you to let the inner child of you just come out. I feel like every child was born just happy. Just life makes you just become this cold, uptight person. So I want you to let yourself go. I want you to start embracing life. I want you to enjoy, to allow life to just flow, to enjoy the things of the life. If you need to go for a vacation where you will let yourself loose, so that when you come back to this life, there's something playful about you. Okay, you're very approachable. You become a very approachable person. People don't feel like they have to mute when they're around you, and so we are here so that we make our life easy. Okay, I don't want you to continue making your life as hard as it is. I want you to assess your previous relationships. Okay, there's what that person did, but there's something that you've done. We are not here about the other party. We are here about how we contributed towards the failures of our relationships, of the failure of your relationship. Okay, so I want you to come down, to sit down and assess, why have I been attracting this kind of people, this kind of relationships? Why am I always finding in this relationship where people are not serious, or this relationship where this person is like this, or this, there are all sort of people that you have come across in your lifetime. Okay, so I want you to start assessing, why am I attracted to these people? Because I will say this here, one of the things I came to realize is, you attract who you are. If you're needy, you're going to attract someone who's coming to you think they're coming to pour onto you. No, they're coming to take more. Okay, so if you're a people pleaser, you think you're going to come to get someone who's coming to tell you, no, you don't need to do this for me. No, they will come and you please them, and please them to death. So I want you to get to a place where you understand, why have I been in bad relationships? Why have have my relationship not been working so far? Why? You assess them one by one. You dissect one by one until you get to a place to understand, not the other person. Take accountability. 80% of how you contributed towards that relationship, because they were attracted to you because of something. See the way the bees are attracted to a flower. So it means there's something about a flower that attracts certain kind of bees. I don't know how to say. You work on the person you want to become to attract that which you want in your life. Okay, there's no two way about it. I want you to lead from a place of, as a woman, like, not from a place of, don't lead with your degree, don't lead with your money, don't lead with an object outside yourself. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I want you to lead because you're just a woman. I want you to exist because your existence is important. I accept that even you just being here is enough. That even if you're not if you were never a mother, if you never got a degree, you never had money, you still feel like you being here is important. To work on your mental, I want you to work on your physical body, I want you to work on your intellectual, your mental, your intellectual ability to show up as someone who knows what they are saying. Okay, so there's nothing as bad as someone who you think they have it all, and then when they start speaking, you're just like, what did she say? Why did she say? What is happening? That can be such a bad thing. Like, people come to, so you're warm, you're approachable, and then someone comes to you, and the first thing that you say, you're just like, can we just, let's not say anything, please stop saying something, you know. So I want you to learn. You have to know everything about everything, but that which that you know, actually hold an hour or 2 hours of conversation on that topic, because you know. I want you to, after you have done the work, the inner work, after you have known what broke you, to work on your healing, complete healing. If someone broke you, because their relationship that will leave you so broken, I want you to work on your healing. Work on that which that broke you, okay? And then I want you to make sure that you never look backwards. I don't want you to go looking for, you know what I've seen is that people work on themselves, especially as women. We work on ourselves, and then we go to look for the people who broke us to show them that we are better. So if they didn't accept us, so we are going back to tell them, now see, I'm okay, can you now accept me? They didn't accept you in the first place. They're not going to accept you. So for you to go back to the person who broke you so that they can validate the person you have become, that's just a problem that is just a problem right there, okay? There is no. So if anytime you think you've healed and you still crave the attention of someone who broke you, you've not healed. Because the minute you do the work and you heal, there is no way you're going to look for validation from someone who broke you. There is no way. The healed version of you will not accept the nonsense of your past. The healed version of you, there's a way, the things that she wants. The broken version of you, there's something that she wanted. So there's no way the healed version of you will want the things that your broken self wanted. So there's no way you can go back to claim to show that person or to want that person to actually want you when you have done the work. There's no way. It does not exist. And there's no way that person can cleave to the healed version of you, because you're a different person. So if they cleave to you, there's still work to be done. If you still go back to get validation, there's still work to be done. So do the work. Simple and clear, okay? The final thing I'm gonna say is, ensure how you look also helps with your self-confidence, okay? How you show up, okay? So make it a point that you look for clothes that fit you. If you're someone who doesn't use makeup, that's okay, you can just, but try to put effort as to how you show up around people, because we have this thing that we say that, it's not how I dress up, but somehow people first get to they see you first before they even get to know you, okay? So they need to see you put effort on yourself. So make it a point that you look nice, you show up looking nice. Probably change, if some of the clothes that you've been wearing are not presentable, they don't fit you well, start looking for clothes that fit you well. You accessorize your dressing, make your hair, even start with the basic things, like just take a shower. Yeah, just take a shower, apply some oil. Even if you don't want to go all out, try to start from, make sure every time you take a shower, you completely oil your body, you make your hair, you have clean nails, you basically just do the basic needs of a person, because that helps with your confidence. Do you know how many times when you feel so bad and you go and take a shower and you come back, you feel better? That's what I mean. So take it upon yourself to then go next to probably your wardrobe, how you dress, then slowly accessorize, slowly as you build these things, okay? I have to emphasize on this. How you show up just shows how people are going to treat you. I know it's very shallow, but it's the truth. How people perceive you, how people see you. Like, if you don't before they even want to understand who you are as a person, they are just attracted by how you show up. So if you look nice, they will gravitate towards you, then they will get to know you. So you have to first be presentable, and then I had an analogy. I don't know where, I'm not sure where I had this analogy, that someone wrote on a post that you can be the best present ever, but depending on how you have been wrapped. Like if you're not wrapped properly, people will not even be curious to open and see what is inside. So you have to, you can, and someone else can be of no value, but because the way they have wrapped, people will be gravitated towards wanting to see what is inside. Then they will make the decision, then they will know there's nothing valuable. But the one thing that attracts people to you is how you've wrapped yourself. The wrapping, even Christmas, the way if you wrap your present very nicely, people want to just open their present very fast. But if the wrapping was not nice, it sort of doesn't give people the motivation to even want to know what is inside. And that's why they kept making beautiful wrapping papers, so that people can just be excited to see. Like you are so excited before you even know what is inside. So take it upon yourself to look nice as a wrapping, so that by the time people want to know you better, to know you, who you are as a person, the wrapping already speaks for itself. Okay, that's something else I'm going to say. So work on your confidence, because it's gonna help you how you move in life. Okay. And this is, I don't know if it's a bonus, I don't know if it's a, I actually had this on a podcast and my mind was blown away. Like I could not, I've always known this, but to hear it said loudly, and for me to be in a place where I was willing and able to receive, because I've had this thing, but I don't know, I was never probably receptive or not ready to hear this. So I had this on a podcast. They said, when you start dating, guys, I don't know, people, I've had this, but I had this now, like I embodied this now, like I felt it to the core of my being. When you start dating, date a man who is submitted to an authority in real life. And I mean, there are people who say, oh, I am submitted to God, but you want to see that translate to them the way they submit to an authority physically. Okay, probably it's their uncle, or probably it's their father, or their older brother, or just as another human manly being that speaks into their life. And I will tell you why. A man who makes decision and is not submitted to any authority is like a lose. If you find a man who is not willing or submitted to any authority in their life, they are like unmanageable human beings. Yeah, what keeps us in check is because we are submitted to an authority. So if you're a man, you're submitted to God, then you're submitted to another authority that keeps you in check. Okay, so that is one of the things that I've come to realize. Like, never ever date a man who has no authority over him, because when he makes wrong decision someone needs to be a sounding board, and he doesn't have someone who can speak an authority and for him to listen, you're dealing with a very dangerous man. I am going to say it here. Let me tell you, relationships don't work because people are perfect. No, relationship works because there's an authority that speaks into your relationship or to a marriage, so that anytime there's someone has veered off the right path, there's someone to have a sitting and bring them back to the right path. I hope I'm making sense. So when you get to a place where you start dating and you realize this person does not have a father who speaks authority, does not have an uncle who can call him. Let me tell you, men who are an authority, from their uncle, from a stranger who became their father, from an uncle who became their father, from an older brother who speaks into them, they leave everything to just go. If they are called, they take it, they leave everything to go to listen to what they have been called to do. Okay, So when you're dating someone and you know they are not submitted to an authority, when and you end up getting married to this person, you will be in problems. I will not, like, I will not even, I miss my word, you're going to suffer. Because these people, this person who feels like no one has authority to talk to them, they will never even listen, or they will never want to be put in check. So they will do what they think they want to do. And now you find a man who is loose, like meaning loose in the way, in the sense that they don't have anyone to speak into their life. Then you think you, when you have problems, you are going to speak into their life, or you think that someone else, you just go wake up today and go speak to look for someone who's gonna come and speak into their life. No, this, they have been groomed, or they have been under authority for so long. If and let me say, I'm not saying let me back it up a bit. I'm not saying a man who fears their father, not fear, they do it because their father is around and he's going to be disappointed, so they do it because their fathers will see. No, I'm talking from a place where the person respects, they under authority from a place of respect, meaning they don't have to fear their father to show up, just because they respect him, to sit down and hear, my father said I should not do this, they will not do it. Okay, so never make that is a bonus point. Make it a point when you start dating. If it's not an authority, run. Okay, so you guys, next 30% of you are watching my videos and are not subscribed, so please take this moment to check if you've subscribed. If you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe, and like, share this video if you like this kind of videos. I like doing this kind of videos, by the way. They are just, I talk about money and it's like serious business. So when I'm talking about this thing, it's just like I'm here letting it go and expressing and enjoying just talking to you guys. So if you like this kind of videos, kindly don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and I will see you on the next one.